With almost every year, most people have some kind of New Year's resolution. Now, for myself, I noticed that I am not moving enough. However, the problem is, how do you increase your movement per day if you're also continuously working on a desk? Now, one trick that I thought was good enough for that was a standing desk. And with that, I actually have a motorized electronic standing desk, and I've been using that for about 2 years at this point. The problem with a standing desk, however, is that you can stand and sit. And maybe the desk even reminds you when it's time to change. But the problem that I found is that in my lower back, that actually adds a lot of pain, a lot of strain, and it's not really that fun. And I often notice that after some time standing, and especially if I stood for a long time on one given day, I'm less likely to stand in the coming days after that. Now, for the last few weeks, that has been a different story. I've been moving way more, and I've been sharing so in my Insta story, and many people have asked me, how do you actually do that? And the trick is actually in a walking treadmill desk. That is what I am doing right now as I am also speaking to you. Now, I'm not necessarily going to make my videos now walking forward all the time, because that can of course be a bit of a distracting thing to hear that sound continuously. However, it is something that I want to highlight and share with you. Now, the cool thing here is that now I'm not just moving forward, I'm not just being in motion, but additionally, I actually noticed that my lower back, for example, does not hurt as much as it did when I was just using a standing desk. And as of the setup, I have an electronic treadmill under the desk. This one can go up to 12 kilometers per hour if you extend the foldable leg or foldable bar essentially, and if it's clapped together, then you can just go up to 4 kilometers per hour. Now, honestly, in the beginning, I was also a bit skeptical in terms of how much speed can you actually get, how many steps can you actually get when you're using a walking treadmill desk, because you still have to type, and for me, I still have to edit podcasts, videos, do time markers, write emails, scripts, preparation, research, all those things. And I was skeptical at first. But to be honest, after a couple of days of continuously using this, I noticed that I am getting really good. Typing while walking, editing while walking, pretty much none of those things are a problem anymore. I started out with 2, maybe 3 kilometers per hour. Now 4 kilometers per hour feels kind of slow to me. However, something that you might wonder is that no, I am not always dressed like this when I go onto the treadmill. The reason is that with this, actually, it makes more sense to wear some kind of workout clothing that you can easily wash continuously, because after a while on the treadmill, especially on higher speeds, like for example the 5-6 kilometers per hour range, something like that is where I can top out for some video editing and especially proof watching a video. That gets a little bit workouty. So that might be something to be aware of. However, I want to definitely highlight this as a benefit. This is an incredible change in my daily routine. I now walk 10,000 and more steps every single day, except for some of those little breaks when I have days where I either really don't want to move or I just have so much filming to do that I just can't get it in there. Because that's obviously one of the downsides, at least in my job, in my work right now, that, for example, filming can't really be done while also talking to the camera, unless I'm actually making a video about the whole situation with the treadmill desk and, of course, also walking at the same time for demonstration purposes. Now, I love this idea, I love this setup, and I was actually surprised at how much less you have to expense if you want something similar. I kind of thought that you really have to buy a full-blown treadmill to be able to do this. However, since already owning a standing desk, and maybe you do too, it was simply a matter of putting a treadmill underneath. This treadmill that I have under the desk right now costs around 400 euros, and I will have a couple of links down in the description below. Now, in the coming weeks, I'm also going to review a product that is a very different beast. It's a standing desk, including a manual treadmill. However, that's going to be really expensive. But I am really excited to showcase all of those different possibilities because I'm just so much happier about this whole process of moving while working and getting that much more movement in. But it's not only about the movement that you get for your body during the day that might be interesting here. Something else that I noticed for myself within the benefit realm of the treadmill desk is that I actually feel more motivated during the day as well. Instead of feeling more exhausted by having to walk whilst I am actually doing work, I actually found that while being in motion, it helps me to stay in motion also with my work. I found myself procrastinating way less with the treadmill desk and also diving deeper into the work that I actually had in front of me. I think that this has something to do with the fact that I am moving forward, so to say, at least in my felt body, I am moving forward. I am doing something active already. I get the blood pumping and the oxygen delivered throughout my body, and with that, I feel that much more energized to just stay in the zone, stay in the work that I actually want to get done. So these are some of the benefits that I have found throughout the process of now working on this treadmill desk, basically since the beginning of January. And I have to say that the benefits are incredible. At least in myself, I noticed, as I mentioned, much more motivated, much happier, much more staying on task, staying on target, and I get the movement for my body that I don't usually get. This may also be a combination of things because nowadays it's really freaking cold outside, and with the whole corona pandemic and the lockdown situation in Germany, we can't really do that much. And just going for walks all day is simply not an option if you have to get work done on a computer desk. Now, I actually have done this as well during some calls. That, however, might be something that is for your discretion to choose whether or not it makes sense in a certain call, because it depends on the person on the other hand if this is actually something that might be a good idea or not. Now, overall, I have to say that treadmill desks are incredible. I feel the change in myself. I am really motivated about all of this, and I would like you to get motivated as well, to change your setup up, to have a better, stronger core, body, whatever, and also get interesting results. I, of course, will keep you updated about my journey with treadmill desks. It is something that is super interesting, super empowering to me, something that I think is super valuable. Despite this whole topic having been a topic for a couple of years, if you watch YouTube, it is still very much a niche topic. And I can just say it is definitely a recommendation from my side to check this out, see if it can be something that you can make possible for your home office, or even ask your employer if you have that kind of environment. So, with all of that said, I think it's time to speed up the gain here and have a bit of a faster, interesting motion going on. And with that, I am now going up to probably 4 kilometers per hour. So that's the top speed that this treadmill can do when it is folded together under the desk. If I extend it, I could go faster. But the cool thing is that with all of this, now, even just for these 15-20 minutes that I've been making this video, I have already gotten that work in. I've gotten that movement in and the steps that are connected to all of that. Now, if I go back a little bit, we've made 300 meters and we have burned 9.25 calories. And that's, of course, like estimations and stuff based on the thing that I have here on the floor. But yeah, overall, I can just say, try it out for yourself if you can, if you have the possibilities. I love this. I am really happy that we have this possibility to make something like this work, and of course also get to know these kind of setups, these kind of environments. Try things out and see for yourself if it is something that could work for you as well. Now, if you have any questions around this topic, I'm planning to make more videos about it. Leave those questions down below in the comment section. Also, if this video was interesting, inspiring, or helpful in any way, please give this video a thumbs up. That would help out a great deal for myself and the YouTube algorithm. Of course, I have 2 more videos right here. I hope you have an amazing day, and I will see you in the next video. Ciao, ciao!